Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning manna, and this morning, it's all about locked in. It's all about locked in. Consistency is a character trait. Consistency is a character trait, and you got to know. That's right. I got to rep New York. I got to rep the Knicks on this morning. East Coast in the house. That's right. East Coast in the house, representing here in the Midwest. How about that? And man, I was a little bit wondering whether or not they were going to pull it off or not, but they did. I was like San Antonio playing reckless. They're playing like they can win, but they pulled it off. So how about that? How about that? New York, New York, New York. How about that? So, but at any rate, let me get to the thing on this morning. Consistency, locked in. How about that? That's what I'm talking about on this morning. So a little bit of a bite off of yesterday's message, the revelation, and oh, by the way, how was the message for you on yesterday? Did it resonate? Did it sink? Wherever you may have been, wherever you may have gone to church, let me know. How did the word speak to you on yesterday? But this morning, it's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. Let's greet some folk and then get into the word on this morning. Good morning, Ramona. It's good to see you. We'll absolutely continually lifting you guys up in prayer, the whole family. It was good to meet some family members there as well. And thank you for the text. Thank you for that. Just being in the company of everybody. Hey, Gerald, how are you on this morning? Ari, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you on this morning? Good morning, Erica. Erica? Did I see you? Were you at New Life yesterday? I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure. Maybe it was your twin, and I'm not being funny. I thought I did. Good morning, Deborah. How are you on this morning? That's right. Share. There you go. Right there. There you go. Ann, how are you on this morning? Laura, how are you on this morning? Patrice, how are you? Dan the man is in the house. Michael is in the house. Netta Love is in the house as well as Nita. Both of you all. How about that? So, hey, look, tell me, like I said, what was the word like for you wherever you went to church? Where did you go to church? What did the man and woman of God preach, and how did it resonate with you? If you went to New Life, what did you think of the center aisle? Finally gave in. I don't know how that's going to resonate. I hope it did. But anyhow, good morning, Elder Jan. How are you on this morning? Deborah Sims, how are you? New York, yes, my hometown. They pulled it off. Deborah, I didn't know. Wait a minute now. How are you from New York? Did not know that. I did not know that. How did I not know that? Good morning, Diane. How are you on this morning? Deborah, how are you on this morning? Brenda is in the house as well. That's right. The Knicks. The Knicks. You already know it. You already know that. Joel, how are you on this morning? Dawn, how are you on this morning? All right. Kevin, how you doing, Chef? Yeah, we got the video, finally got it right. Carolyn, how are you on this morning? Good seeing you as well. Patrice is in the house. Yes, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. What did you think of that? The connection of that. Arlene is in the house as well. You already know it. I don't know. Can you see that? Let me see. You see? There you go. All the way. All the way. All the way on this morning. Nick's in the house. Elder Jan, how are you? Verena, how are you? Elder Mobley, how are you? Liz is here as well. Anna is here. Okay, all right. I thought so. I looked over there. Okay, good, very good. Pastor Leah, how are you on this morning? Coach Dagny is here. Fawn is here as well. Oh, I know you're going to be back next week. Yeah, it's going to be off the chain next week. And oh, by the way, for the convocation, and this has a lot to do with this morning's morning manna, is really connecting in that way about consistency and all. Don't forget, it's next week. It is on. It is on next week. Cynthia, how are you on this morning? So look, here we go. It's all about consistency. It's all about That's a character trait, and we're connecting that to the convocation. Connecting that to the convocation. I want you to get that. Come on, let's go.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Convocation is a gathering of the people, and God calls his believers, he called the followers, he called the faithful to come together. And in that, there is some consistency with that. Consistency makes all the difference in the world. And here it is. I want you to get the text, to talk, the takeaway. In Galatians 6:9, the NIV translation. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not faint or give up. Let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we will reap a harvest if we faint not. Story, and I will give you the context of the text. My father was a bishop and in United Holy Church, and about this time of the year, he would begin to visit the churches that was under his care. At that time, he was a district elder, and he would visit them to get their report for the pending convocation that was in September. So he would go all throughout Eastern North Carolina. Maybe he had about 70 churches or so under him. And they all represented upward, if you will. The convocation was a time when they would come together, and after a long year of in the vineyard, if you will, they would come and get invigorated. They were consistent. They were consistent in what they were doing. They were consistent in caring for souls. They were consistent in working in the vineyard. And the convocation was a time of relief and restoration. Let's look at what the text is saying in application to our lives. Consistency is one of the clearest marks of spiritual maturity. Anyone can have a great day, a powerful moment, an emotional burst of faith. But discipleship is built in the daily grind, the decision to pray, the decision to serve, the decision to forgive, the decisions to give and to worship and obey even when no one is watching. Let's talk about this context. So here is Paul saying the harvest belongs not merely to the gifted, but to those who were consistent. And that's what a convocation is, that handing over and that uplifting those who have been consistent. Let's go deeper. There's three things I want you to get as a result of knowing that consistency is a character trait that you got to be locked in. One, consistency creates character, whether good or bad. Let's talk about the good. God is often more interested in your habits than your highlights. Small acts of obedience repeated over time shape who you become. I don't have to look at what you say you're going to do. I pay attention to what you're doing on a consistent basis. Two, consistency cultivates confidence. Consistency cultivates confidence. When you repeatedly see God meet you in ordinary moments, your faith grows stronger. Confidence isn't built in a single victory, but through a lifetime of trusting God day after day. A convocation is a celebration of a year long or a lifetime, whatever the case may be, of a consistency in the vineyard. Three, consistency collects a harvest. Consistency collects a harvest. The principle of sowing and reaping requires patience. Seeds planted faithfully today become testimonies tomorrow. Don't quit before your season of increase arrives. It's on the way. You already know. You got to be consistent, though. So, what's your takeaway this morning? You don't have to be spectacular every day, just faithful every day. You don't have to be spectacular every day, just faithful every day. And next week, we're going to celebrate that faithfulness and consistency as a church and as a group of believers who cover other churches. This bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Share the manna. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna as we delve deeper into understanding what does it mean to be in a place of serving others in a convocation. God bless you. Bye now.